stop till I win. I'm more than just a broken kid. They call me Miles, I'm Spider-Man.
Welcome back, y'all. We are here. You're probably clicking this and being like, wait, you said you're watching only Outlander. I know. As a new show in February. I kept this as a surprise. Clearly I've seen Dexter from season 1 all the way into whatever season it was that it lasted. And it was good. I think I'd seen, didn't we watch the other Dexter that came out? Whatever that was, with his son. I think we've seen that too. We did, right? So now we're gonna get into Dexter Original Sin, which starts where Dexter was before we met him in Dexter season 1. So yes, of course I was gonna watch this. I was being like, let me not watch too many shows. I'm only gonna put these 2 new shows, Outlander and Dexter Original Sin. I'm gonna put both of these shows out. This one, I was like, okay, there's only 8 episodes. I don't know if there's going to be more. I think there is actually going to be more this month, but obviously I'm going to be back onto YouTube next month. And so this will give me enough time to be able to try to put this on YouTube when I finally get back on the YouTube. Now, I have to be very clear that Dexter is one of those shows on YouTube that if I try to drop it on YouTube, it always gets copywritten. It's just one of those shows. Like most movies that like, is it Sony? No, is it Sony? I think Sony or Fox, Universal, one of them, one of those studios, one of those 3 studios will always copyright claim things. No, it was none of those. It's the one that Beetle, you know the superhero Beetle, is it Time Warner? I think it's Time Warner. It is Time Warner. They're like dreadful. So most things get copywritten through them, and as well as Dexter. Now I'm not sure if this is because this is Paramount Plus, so this might be a different people who owned it. I think the last time I had to deal with Dexter, it was Fox I had to deal with before, I believe. But let's, I will put the first episode on YouTube, and if it works on YouTube, I will continue to put it on YouTube. If you guys are seeing this on YouTube, once again, Heidi Ho, Winslow, it's been a while. But if you're seeing this one reaction and then you see an intro and then an outro, pretty much, and there's no reaction, it's because it was taken down from YouTube, and the full reactions are only available on Patreon. So please join me on Patreon today. And of course, to all the Patreon members, once again, shout out to you guys. You guys have been there with me for the past 3 months, and it's been glorious over here. We've been having fun. Haven't been having fun? So thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Dexter Original Sin and find out exactly what this show has got to give. That's right, he died.
Death so many times, but never my own.
Emergency.
We have penetrating thoracic trauma by gunshot, catastrophic blood loss.
3, 2, 1,
clear! Is he dead?
we have a heartbeat.
A beating heart. I'll take it.
Yes!
Your life flashes before your eyes.
10 centimeters dilated. It's crowning. Keep pushing.
His mom. Good job, girl.
1971.
Congratulations.
She's 71. Oh, I love that lady!
And in the beginning, there was blood.
What are you gonna name your son?
Dexter.
Dexter.
Trying to cop a feel freak?
You get one first time.
Dude, what planet are you from?
That's enough. Problem?
Yeah, no blood.
No problem.
Heartless, like the Tin Man. And maybe, like me.
Impeccable work as always, Dexter. You're gonna make an excellent surgeon one day.
I didn't feel anything.
That's what makes you special.
Traditional to smile.
I wasn't smiling.
Think of something that makes you happy.
You dead. Wow, this is so back in the day with Dexter. And this actor, although it doesn't really look like Dexter fully to me, he gives me Dexter. And this guy, is this the Asian guy from the cop thing? Because he sounds just like him. No shade and absolutely no tea. Well, let me find out. Stop pressing pause! Copyright issues, y'all. Copyright issues. Who's this?
Sergeant Morgan. Captain Spencer.
Stop. Until forensics is done with our sweep, you are all guests at my crime scene.
All right, what do you got?
Looks like the intruder used the box cutter to gain entry through the back screen porch.
Little girl in the back as she ran for the stairs.
And pilfered everything in sight. Or booties over shoes.
Ergo, no tread marks to trace.
You're giving me a whole lot of nothing here. This poor family, they're chowing down, watching television.
Suka, when you're done with the other 700 things going on here, would you run this for prints?
I'll be number 701, Sergeant.
Monday, happy days! Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days!
At least killed the cow first.
You could at least not curse at the dinner table.
Is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be the sister. Kind of looks like her. He don't look like the father though. No shade.
Party at Delta Alpha or something?
Wow, sounds like him.
I'm not going.
I'll represent. We both know that you're gonna say no, I'm gonna go anyway, and the world isn't gonna end.
I'm okay with you going.
Seriously?
One condition. You take your brother.
Unbelievable.
Hey.
Fuck me.
They weren't always close.
I know we hoped slicing into bodies would be enough, but I'm still hungry. I don't know. I'm worried the plan isn't going to satisfy my urges.
It has to.
No, I know. I paused it too many times. I'm not going to pause it that much more. Yes, I am. I lied. So I have to say, I started getting chills. You're not going to see it anymore. It went away. But I started getting chills because this show is so giving me Dexter in season 1 Dexter already. This first episode is gathering me, and we only are in 9 minutes in. We obviously know the father at this. Obviously, he knows that Dexter at this time, he's like a serial killer. Well, I don't know if Dexter started killing people yet. I can't remember. I know he's doing stuff. So the father thought about getting him into. The father didn't yet tell him that it was okay to start killing people, like villains yet, like bad guys, right? Because he's still trying to get him to do like the surgery, maybe be a doctor, because you know Dexter's all about the blood, which was another key to the gags, the lemons, and the squeezes, all the goddamn juices, excuse my language. That when he said, "Oh, there's no blood," I love that. I love that. The sister reminds me of the sister that she died in the later season. Spoiler. But she reminds me of her too, which I loved the sister. So I'm really excited, y'all.
All those shiny, happy people, so excited to plan their lives.
That's what Dexter likes, honey.
Are those real dead bodies?
Look me up if you ever get a speeding ticket.
My father actually works for Miami Metro. Harry Morgan.
Want to see my 9-inch nail?
Really? How old is Bazooka? Is that the same?
Are number 7 and number 12 the same killer?
What? No. Shoe.
It's starting to look like a serial killer art project up in here. Not a proud mama, fellas. I'm one pissed off menopausal. I cannot wait for the next one to happen. Do you understand me?
Got the VCR remote, gave us 4 hits.
Is that
This guy's in prison.
Is that
Stinks
Buffy?
of being eject.
Plus, he's 6'3", which matches the muddy footprints we found on the scene.
Alert SWAT, we are doing this now.
Him?
See if the door's open first.
Collaborate and listen. I sit back.
Killed 2 kids, you.
Fuck shoes, get him out of my face. Come on.
Before I actually did the deed, I spent a lot of time fantasizing about it. Ted Bundy, the most charming man
Ooh,
in
was
the world.
executed then.
I wondered if I was like him. Or the Night Stalker.
Oh!
I wondered if I'd end up with a nickname too.
Time to go. Beauty magazine underneath your pillow and join me in the real world where real women with real tits actually exist.
Have fun.
Choking your chicken doesn't count.
Oop.
Come on, you're driving, I'm drinking. Oh my god, Deb! Why is your brother here?
Our father made her bring me.
Disappear for 2 hours? Don't talk to me until I need a ride home. Where's the keg?
Keg? We could do better.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, you know
Harry wanted
me.
me to get out, to be with people my own age. Is really what he meant? It all seems unsanitary.
Gay, not interested, what?
Tried to stop them, but the door's locked. She was drinking like a lot, like blacked out, and he took her upstairs.
Kinda busy in here.
I was just trying to protect you.
By publicly humiliating me?
When I got there, the door was locked and his pants were off.
I was so scared. Are you okay?
I will be. Dex got there before anything happened.
You're a lifesaver. Again. Deb, I'll call you tomorrow.
Way past curfew, kids.
Yeah, I'm glad I went. Made lots of friends.
I can't sleep unless I know my kids are home safe and sound.
Why am I gonna cry?
Some rest.
That made me miss my father so much. Not that my father would ever wait up for me. But that ending part is what he would say. I cannot go to sleep unless all my kids are safe, or whatever he said. That sounds like my dad. And he says for people who like missing, like you don't have a father or a mother, because either they left this earth. I wanted to make it clear that they didn't like leave to go down the street. But it gets super sad, like when I see father figures and like how much they love their kids, and then also the nostalgia of this show right now. I think that's what's happening with me right now. I feel super emotional. Yeah, I'm going through it, y'all.
Well, this game has certainly lived up to the hype.
Come on, he was wide open.
7-7 with 5-21.
He adopted Dexter.
Hey, bud, where are you? Hey, Junior. Junior. Jesus. Help! Somebody! Help!
I don't remember him having another son.
God.
Sorry, it was an accident.
My baby.
All before he had Deb.
For most fathers and sons, a hunting trip is about bonding. For us, it was that. And more. Harry knew I had specific needs.
Dad?
I'm fine. It's been a while since you bagged a boar. Tracks look deep. Must be a big one. Pork chops tonight or sliders?
Hunting trips don't work for me anymore.
What do you mean?
Animals aren't enough. Help me the code to help me channel my urges. What's the point if I can't even use it?
Killing a person. You do it. It can't be undone.
I almost did. There was this guy. He was trying to take advantage of her. Saw his blood. And everything became really clear. There was a knife on the bar. Anything in my whole life, I wanted to take that knife.
What stopped you?
If it hadn't been for her, Harry.
Any history of heart attacks, prior surgery?
No. Dad?
First time, the idea of death became excruciating.
How can you fucking eat at a time like this?
I could always eat at a time like this.
Get to see him this morning. You guys left so early. I never got a chance to say goodbye.
God knows you love him, Dad.
It's not the point, Dex. God, you...
Here you are, dear.
I'm sorry to say, your father suffered a heart attack.
Suffered a non-ST elevation myocardial infarction.
Means I got a little blockage, nothing serious. A few pills, I'm out of the woods.
But you're gonna need to stick to a strict diet. Oh, and quit smoking.
Unfortunately, I was the stress.
Hey, don't you have some, big game coming up?
Dad's not here.
I am. I'll go to your game. Just save me an aisle seat. Supposed to support each other, right? As a family?
What family? Soon he won't even need a table. He's gonna go right back to drinking and smoking and all this other self-destructive shit. Look at all this crap. No wonder his heart tried to peace out.
It's gonna be okay.
That's what everyone said before Mom died. Dex.
Probably wipe the floor before that dries.
I'm fuck support, Dex.
It was in those days that I realized that grief is like an ocean. Sometimes it's calm. Other times the waves can overwhelm you. Times like that, people say the best you can do is just learn to swim. I plan to do so much more than just swim. realized that Nurse Mary just might be a fellow traveler.
And how are we doing this sunshiny day?
Why is my father getting worse?
Oh dear, it's never easy seeing a loved one in pain.
What is that you just gave him?
It's complicated.
Try me.
Your father made a lifetime of bad choices for his health. All we can do is give him the medicine that he needs to come out on the other side.
It was then I decided it wasn't Harry who was going to pass.
She says it so calmly. And this is insane. And you want to know what? I was watching this other thing on YouTube where it was a serial killer. And she was on the news too. But she was killing all these people in like I don't know if it was a hospital or a hospice or a nurse. It was a nursing home. And she was doing exactly that, putting giving them diabetes medicine, and some of them didn't even have diabetes, and she would overdo it. And because of that, it would lower their blood pressure or drop their blood pressure drastically low, and they would die in their sleep. And she did it with no problem. She did it and she would retell the story to the detective, and there was nothing, it was nothing at all. And she would even laugh while telling the story. I forgot what she had, some mental disorder, schizophrenia, I think, or something like that. But she kind of reminds me of this nurse.
Can I help with anything?
I'm just kind of lost.
I'd always had a kinship with cats, nature's own serial killer.
I'm gonna head down the hall. If you need anything, just ask.
Her trophies. Every picture tells a story.
Can I help you, Dexter?
I need to use the ion mobility spectrometer. It's for a finals project.
Help yourself. But I got a class coming in 40 minutes. High potassium nitrate levels.
I noticed that. What would happen if this solution were delivered to someone intravenously?
But if administered repeatedly over the course of several days, it could kill someone.
Hey, how detectable would that be in, say, forensics medical examination?
Body does a great job of processing high levels of potassium nitrate, even while it kills you.
I was hoping I'd get to practice my own brand of bedside manner. Terry to let her be my first kill, he would have said no. He was too protective of me.
I think with the shot she's giving her killing you, you're only getting worse.
Don't let her.
All right, my brave little soldier. Let's get this out of the way.
Wait.
Harry's in a lot of pain.
I want the pain.
He wants the pain.
She also had a dark passenger. Harry saw it too.
Doctor's not going to be happy that you're refusing your meds.
You can tell.
She's killing you with high levels of potassium nitrate.
Stop her.
Hey, I was new at this. Tonight's the night.
I hate that I'm missing the game tonight.
Dex is taking your place. No offense, Dad, but you look like
I'll beat the next one.
Take me home.
Oh, this is her house.
You never forget your first time. Mine was with an older woman.
I can make my girl, but right now I can't make it no. How can I resist?
Deborah Morgan! Looking through your photo album. So many wonderful memories. Are all your victims in here?
You're gonna die, ma'am.
Let me help you with that.
I took their pain away.
They didn't ask you to do that.
At all.
You didn't have to. Drinking and smoking until the hurts give out.
I already lost my mother. Harry's all I've got, and you tried to take him away from me.
That was the first time I ever felt someone else's fear.
And it's Morgan for the kill.
That sound reminds me of Batman.
Really hate mosquitoes.
first trophies. Didn't know it then, but it would end up being a terrible mistake. Rules were there for a reason, to protect us. Most importantly for me, to never get caught.
Dexter.
Bobby.
Good to see you, kid. It's Harry's boy.
If there's anything you, your sister need, just let me know. I'll make it happen, okay?
Ooh, thanks. What's all this?
Last thing you should be worrying about is filling the fridge.
You can leave it all on the kitchen table.
There he is. D-Man. I was hoping we'd catch you here.
You, caught me.
I brought you kids some hamburger helper.
Dexter, meet Tanya Martin, a.k.a. the boss lady of forensics.
I've heard a lot about you.
These things with those photos at the job fair, linking them to the same killer? That's exactly what we thought.
Professor Dr. Rivas told me you're the most talented student he's ever had.
Say yes, because you've earned yourself a job offer, D-Money.
A paid internship.
It was perfect timing. I was starving after.
Our parents took us out to celebrate after the big game. You know, the one that we won? You know, the one that you said you'd come to, but then blew off.
Dad's work friends dropped it off.
Well, wasn't that real thoughtful of them?
Damn, what a waste.
Class of 1991.
I didn't blame Deb for missing my graduation. I was alone, and somehow that seemed appropriate.
Oh, she made it.
I thought you were mad at me for missing your game.
Oh, I'm still royally pissed, but we're family.
So it was always about family. What a concept.
You did it.
Sorry, I couldn't find your nurse for the life of me. What were you two talking about?
Not going home. Okay.
Bad you had to miss graduation, Dad. You should have seen what a dope Dex was. Isn't that right, Dex?
Wish I could have seen it.
Your presence was felt.
Oh, man. The nurse. No witnesses.
And most importantly, she'll never hurt anyone again.
What did you do with the body?
She'll
What did you do with it?
stuck her in the back of the pickup and drove out to Interstate 75.
Alligator Alley.
There's literally nothing to worry about because there's literally nothing left of her.
How did it feel?
It felt right.
Good night, son. I'll see you in the morning.
What's that thing called where you don't have emotion?
Change was never easy for Harry,
I don't approve of you doing this, Dex.
but I was at a point in my life where change was necessary.
This is me following my father's advice.
Come back. Bobby.
There you can move out.
Good to see you.
The place felt empty without you.
Hey.
Go back. Well, the Morgan in the building. Hopefully you're not a chip off the old block.
My father was a man with so many friends, and I wasn't.
You're late, newbie.
I am.
Dexter, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life.
I know you think you know it all.
That's Buffy, right?
You got a lot to learn.
It's gonna piss you off.
You get the little one.
My new life. Thought it might be a good idea to take it for a spin.
Very good. Very, very good. Well. Okay. That was amazing. That was a very good episode. I have to say, the similarities between this and the first time I ever watched Dexter were so stark. The more recent Dexter, whatever it was called, this is Original Sin, so whatever the other one was called, I didn't like it that much. It was okay. It had okay moments. The later seasons of Dexter, did I like it? I think I was like ready for it to be over. But the beginning season of Dexter, I really did enjoy, like, a lot. And especially season 1. Well, yeah, whatever. I think season 1 was with Dexter and his brother. He found out he had a brother, right? And if that's that season, I really like that season. And then I like the season where there was a woman killer. I think that was season 2. And in season 3, I don't remember what that was. But this definitely gave me in the beginning of Dexter, like the original, the original Dexter that happened. And the vibes were there. The actors that were playing the parts of their counterparts in the other show it's so similar. Even the look of them looks similar. I was going back and forth because, is that Michelle? Let me look that up. Because I bet you money, it sounded like Buffy Dexter Richardson. Yeah, it is. Okay, I was right. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Okay. Hi, Sarah Michelle Gellar. The Dexter, Patrick Gibson, who plays Dexter Morgan now, doesn't really give me Dexter. Maybe he does, because I don't know. Maybe he does. He's close enough. But he's a very good actor. He definitely was very believable of playing Dexter. I like the voice. The voice sounds just like Dexter. The father kind of threw me off because the father, let me see. Dexter's father. I feel like the father is like super not, yeah. The father from the original looks nothing like the father in the show. At all. Like, not even close. I guess they kind of gave up on that one. They're like, listen, we got most of the casting right, so bear with us, calm down, fall back. Not that he's a bad actor, just the similarities of them, I kept getting thrown off. Dexter's, I want to know you know that girl who was in the original Dexter? I forgot her name. What was her name? She was like the cop, the female cop. Luna Lauren, who was Maria LaGuerta. I don't know if Maria LaGuerta is here, but I'm kind of curious. Dexter Original Sin, Maria LaGuerta. I wonder if she's in here. Oh, we haven't met her yet. So let me leave that alone. So anyways, regardless here, that's why I don't like to go on Google, especially if I'm like talking to y'all, because then once I start typing, I keep going. But yes, this is a very good episode. I would give it a 10 across the board. I really do hope that YouTube will let me be able to put this out, but regardless, I hope you guys on Patreon do enjoy it. This is a fabulous first episode, and of course with the first person that he had to destroy and devour was that nurse. That nurse lost her fucking mind trying to kill Dexter's daddy. And then we also saw something really creepy crawler from Creepyville, where Dexter's sister Deb almost got R-word by, I feel like I've been saying that a lot on these shows that I've been watching, but she almost got R-word by that guy and she had no idea, and Dexter once in pulled up and pulled out, shouldn't have said that part, but pulled up and stopped that whole situation from happening. And he almost stabbed him. I would have probably stabbed him in the trachea too. So, I mean, I wouldn't really consider that even to be like him being a serial killer. He was just protecting his sister. I would totally do that. I would stab him right in the jugular. You mess with my motherfucking sister. But then also, there was something else I wanted to say. Also, the similarities between like what serial killers it seems like they all do this. They start by killing animals, and then it progresses and they can't stop. And the similarities between like what Dexter is saying, then he showed Ted Bundy, then he showed the serial killer, what was his name, in California, then a Zodiac serial killer that I don't really know much about, but I do know the Zodiac serial killer was never found. They don't know who that is or who that was. I believe that this Zodiac serial killer is still alive. He'd be in his late 70s by now, or she. From my understanding, nobody found that person. Nobody knows who that person was. So there's that. But they did touch on some serial killers, and it reminded me that we're gonna be getting another one of those monster shows on Netflix. We had Dahmer, and we also had the brother, the Menendez brothers, but we're also having another one that's coming out. So there's gonna be a season 3 in there, and I'm kind of excited to see that as well, because the guy who plays Jax in Sons of Anarchy is gonna be the main serial killer. So you guys know I love me some Jax, honey. But regardless, this was once again a fabulous first episode. I hope I shocked everybody for watching this, and don't be too shocked when you see the first episode of Outlander start dropping down on this platform, honey. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So thank you guys so much for being here. Please feel free to comment down below, and until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right. Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the 6 with a bag full of tricks.